Hello, and welcome back to the Make Me a Better Woman channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. Thank you so much for supporting Make Me a Better Woman. Today, we're going to talk about Taco Tuesday. And here in Texas, where I am, Taco Tuesday is a popular night of the week. Can't you just almost smell that cooking? Delicious. Most people's idea of a taco is ground beef. I chose ground turkey in this particular taco. Paired it with some chunky salsa here to get those extra veggies in there. It doesn't really matter what brand you choose as long as it's a good chunky salsa. I browned the meat and seasoned it and added that. I also like this mild taco sauce, but we usually save that as a finishing condiment on the end. These are some of our favorite go-to toppings that we like to put on our tacos. Sour cream, black olives, onion. I really try to find a way to get fresh veggies in on taco night. Maybe it's that mom guilt that seems like we're cheating and not eating a healthy meal. So whether you dice or slice your fresh veggies, go ahead and saute those in some olive oil, or once your meat is brown, toss them in. Holy guacamole. My probably favorite veggie for taco night is avocados, whether I dice them or we mash them. Taco night is not complete without tortillas. You can choose flour tortillas, you can choose corn tortillas, you can choose white corn tortillas. My local grocery store has a brand called Mixla where it's half flour, half corn. One of my absolute favorites. We've gotten really attached to these little street tacos, and they do come in corn or flour. Queso. Queso in Texas is probably a staple, whether you pair it with Rotel or with pico. I'm actually a fan of queso blanco, which is the white cheese. So instead of just the normal Velveeta, you want to take the queso blanco, and you want to just dice that up, and any really soft, smooth cheese will work. And I put it in my crock pot with this crock pot bag, and it's less of a mess. Once the queso is done, you just toss the bag. I actually prefer to put pico in my queso blanco as opposed to Rotel, but some people love the Rotel. It tends to have a little bit too much tomatoes for me, so I really like the pico with the onion. And here's a finished product of just the ground turkey tacos and some queso with chips and a side of guac. Steak is another ideal beef that you can use if you're tired of using ground beef or ground turkey tacos. And I paired it with some peppers and made nice steak fajitas, or you could have steak tacos, whichever is your preference. All that matters is just the size of your tortilla. Steak fajitas is one of my family's absolute favorites. Brisket. Here in Texas, brisket is the traditional meat. Smoked brisket, to be more specific. Smoked on mesquite wood is my absolute favorite. Brisket tacos can be found at most barbecue restaurants here in Texas. We call them Texas-style tacos. You can even add an egg and some potatoes for a brisket breakfast taco. Whether you slice, dice, or shred the brisket. Here I smoked a brisket for a meal, and we had leftover brisket. And instead of just having regular brisket with barbecue, I took leftover brisket, diced it, and paired it with corn and flour tortillas and sides, and it made for a really popular Taco Tuesday night. Got other leftovers? We had actually grilled some chicken, some steak, and some ribs, and it wasn't enough left over for everyone in the family to have a full meal, so I took the leftover chicken, diced it, took the leftover steak, and kind of shredded it. I even took these baby back ribs here and pulled the meat off of that and just kind of diced and shredded that as well. Paired it with some little small street tacos, shredded cheese, sour cream, fresh pico, chunky salsa, as well as taco sauce. And this was probably one of my most favorite Taco Tuesday nights of all, especially when it's midweek and you're short on time, but the family's hungry. It was an easy go-to meal for Taco Tuesday night here. And it was something different. Instead of the usual ground beef or ground turkey or even steak fajita, this trio of meats was a big hit with my family. And by using the street size tacos, we were able to make the most of not having a whole lot of meat here. It actually ended up being enough, more than enough for everybody, because of the size of the tortillas that I chose to use. And I just actually took my my griddle, and sprayed it and laid the tortillas on there and browned both sides lightly, and it was just super quick. I was able to get all the tortillas that we needed browned in short amount of time. But like I said, the baby back rib tacos were a huge hit. This was a flank steak that I actually had put on the grill, as well as some chicken breasts, and it was just leftovers. And like I said, it wasn't enough for everybody in the family to have a full meal, so dicing those up stretched the meal along, and Taco Tuesday was a complete success. As you can see, I had one flour and one corn tortilla. When you decide to grill, whether it's chicken or steak or brisket or whatever, throw a few extra pieces for another meal that you could have midweek, and refrigerate or freeze those and pull them out. It just helps make the week go by faster. This shredded fajita chicken is one of my family's favorites. I actually cook this chicken on top of the stove as opposed to in the grill, but it is a huge hit with my family. And I just brown the chicken until it's done, until there's no more pink. Put a lid so that it breaks apart and really soft and tender, and I throw some chunky salsa in there. On this particular chicken, I just browned it, diced this one up, and threw some peppers in there so that we could have chicken tacos or chicken fajitas. This here was shredded chicken tacos with guac, one of my daughter's absolute favorites. We are a huge fan of chicken tacos in this house. We probably eat more chicken tacos than anything else. So regardless of what meat you pick, sides are going to be a vital part of your Taco Tuesday night being a success as well. So don't forget to add some sides, some avocado or salsa, whatever toppings. Rice. Rice is a huge hit in our house, whether it's Spanish rice or yellow rice. We cannot have Taco Tuesday without having rice on our plates. Any leftover rice that you may have, save that, even if it's not enough for everybody in the house. Save that for another meal. Maybe you're on a diet and you're wanting a lighter fare. This taco soup, fajita soup, chicken tortilla soup, I've got so many variations on it, is a huge hit. I take leftover rice, leftover beans, veggies, and whatever meat that I may have on hand, whether it's chicken or beef, and make this soup. It's a lighter take on Taco Tuesday. Maybe you're trying to go even lighter. Seafood ceviche is one of my absolute favorites, and it's simply just diced seafood, pico, lime juice, and I love to have avocado in mine. And I've added a few tortilla chips here. I could eat that every day of the week for my lunch. Calorie counting, what calories? Put the tortilla chips away. Even lighter calorie counting, here I took some fish and grilled it and added some pico and paired it with the salad. Maybe you're not worried about calories and you're planning your next big Mexican fiesta, whether it's enchiladas, fajitas, tacos, tamales. Taco Tuesday is always a hit. We actually had a Mexican fiesta for Christmas Eve dinner this year. Maybe you're just wanting chips and dips. Can't go wrong with guac, salsa, or queso. So for a successful Taco Tuesday, you simply need meat, tortillas, guac or sour cream, and sides. You want to skip the tortilla? Get you a big Texas-sized bowl and make you a taco bowl if you are really counting calories. Well, I don't do a lot of beans, but a lot of people love to have black beans or chotto beans or refried beans. Anyways, here in Texas, we love tacos, no matter what you pair it with. My Taco Tuesday is always a big hit. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this Taco Tuesday video. Leave a comment if there's anything that you want the recipe for. Again, thank you so much for watching Make Me a Better Woman. Don't forget to like and subscribe.